Hello and welcome to Mickey Art, and yes, you can see my feet. Oh my goodness, we're working on the floor today. Why? Because this is huge. This is a 700 centimeter, sorry, 70 centimeter, 700 millimeter diameter circle. And I got it from the warehouse. It was on sale, and they were getting rid of a whole heap of them, so I don't know whether they're doing that all around the country or not, but definitely in Rotorua there was a pile of them, getting rid of them. And as you can see, it's a pre-printed canvas. These ones are quite good. I've painted on them before. There's a little bit of a give in them, but you know, they've painted on them before, they're good. If you've seen my black and white bottle pour, the giant bottle pour, that's on one of these, but just with a different picture. So, I'm talking quite loudly because you're quite far above me. I hope it doesn't blow your eardrums. So today I am going to do, I have got the other end of the bottle from the bottle pour. This is a 2.25 litre Coke bottle. I have got the lid on just to keep this bit of tape on, and I'm gonna basically do a dirty flip cup, but not flip it, a dirty pour. Doing a dirty pour, that's what I'm doing. And this is actually, I don't think it was off this one, I think it was off another bottle. But it had the top cut off and the bottom cut off, and now it becomes a really cool stand. Hold that for me. I think I had it up the other way. Look at that, holds it beautifully. But before I do that, I'm going to cover this whole thing in white. Just because I can. And also because with these giant canvases, I have had quite a bit of problem in the past getting them to flow. So, I'm going to actually, what am I going to do first? Prepare the cup or prepare the canvas? Prepare the cup or prepare the canvas? I'm going to prepare the canvas first. Okay. So this is my, oh, since where I've got such a long shot, I could show it to you. Spring interior exterior semi-gloss acrylic from Bunnings. It is actually made by PG someone. Where is it? Oh no, made in New Zealand. How does it get any better than that? No, made by Spring New Zealand and Spring Australia. Brilliant. Okay. Okay, so I have mixed some of that, and I don't know if you can see from this angle, that much paint, that much Floetrol, that much PVA glue, and the rest is water. There we go. And it's quite thick, this lot. It's not as thin as my previous lot, and there is a reason for this, and that is because I wanted it kind of as thick as the paint I'm going to be putting on it. I don't want it to be oopa runny and cause problems on the painting. Okay. Now, I'm just noticing this canvas actually has a bit of a Willy Wonka bit over on this corner, but that's alright. Maybe not. It's not. Maybe it's not all right. What do we got? What's happening here? Okay. I don't need it to be all over because I'm going to be adding a huge amount of paint into the middle. Just going to run it around and make sure it's at least got a covering around the outside. Just to start us off. Give us a bit of a base. And give us something to pour our paint around on. Ooh, that feels funny in my hand. I'm not used to doing this with my hand. This really is finger painting, almost. Weird. Okay. Super weird. Okay, I'm just going to change my glove. And put the lid on that. Alright, let's just bring you over here a bit so I can show you what we're doing. The colours I'm using today are Vermilion Orange, Burnt Sienna. Now that is a green I made, and I'm pretty sure it's made up from cobalt blue and deep yellow. Then we've got gold, we've got white and Mars black. Let's see what you can see. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put silicone in the orange, the burnt sienna in the green. Where's my burnt sienna stick? Here it is. There's not much orange. I'm hoping by putting lots of silicone in it, it'll show up. Alright. So, as always, when you're starting off with anything, well, no, not as always. I'm going to start off with some white. And some gold. I'm going to dribble them down the sides and see what happens. Put some of that in the middle as well. Bit more gold. then we'll do some Mars Black. And a bit more orange. A bit more burnt sienna. A bit more green. The last of the orange. Bit more brown, bit more gold, and just a little bit more white, just to stir it up a bit. Alright, let's see what magic this creates. So what my plan is to take this over let me show you the cup while I move the thing. So it's got some cells coming up in there already, which is exciting. Let's move you back over there, make sure you can see what I can see. It's going to be a bit of a distance viewing though, guys. So let's see what magic we create. Alright, so I'm going to bring this down here and hopefully get the phone to focus a bit better. Take the lid off. And are we ready for this? Ready, set, go. And I'm going to close that back up again and let it drain. Wow! That's quite cool. We have got plenty of cells action happening here, guys. Got some bubble action happening too, so I need to get those out. Okay, let's I think my coloured paint is runnier than my white paint. Oh dear. Okay. Moving quite nicely though. I'm liking it. Oh, look at those cells, aren't they pretty? Woohoo! I'm trying not to let it go over the side, the colour, because I'd like to keep it as much on the canvas as possible. Just picking up some of the white paint that has spilt off in this process, and touching up the edges as we go, as the paint is tilting. Oh, yummy. Okay. Just want to get that little bit. There we go. Now, before I do anything else, I'm just going to check that you have a focused picture. Yes, yes you do. All right. Let's have a look at this. Wow. I love it. Just spinning it around to check the edges. It's attaching itself. Right. Just trying to straighten my plastic out so it's not sitting in the paint. I've got pins under it, but I don't want, this plastic is quite good at climbing up and sticking, which leaves a funny edge. Don't want a funny edge. Okay, let's have a look. What else is needed? What else is required? Is anything else required? Take these dirty gloves off. Alright. Next thing that's required is a go over with the torch. I can see air bubbles. I think I need to get gas for my bigger torch if I'm going to be doing big paintings like this, because quite honestly folks, this is a bit painful. Well, not painful. Not painful at all. So as I was torching, I was noticing some bits in the paint that need to come out. I don't know what that is, but it's a good stick size piece. Huh. Oh, feels like metal. Weird. Oops. I still had brown paint on my pin and I went to dip it in. Alright. Wow. I really do like this painting. It is starting to do the whole breakup thing where it's got cells around the house paint, which is, because it's brown, it's actually just adding texture to the whole thing. And I'm really liking it. Liking it a lot. So let me get you down and give you some close-ups. So this is the angle I'm seeing it from. Okay. So it's coming down here. I'll try and keep my head out of the way so that we're not getting shadow. So this is what I mean by the breaking up where it's hit the house paint. This crusty look. But as I said, it just adds to the beauty of the brown. We've got some new silicone cells over here. And with some really cool cells too. Look at that. multi-dimension. And then we start hitting some of the gold. This, my friends, is gold. I'm excited to see how that glistens up. Get some green showing through there. And I'm really pleased I only put a small amount of Mars Black in, but I did put it in. And it's just occasionally giving its little hints and tips over around things, giving us some shading and shadowing, and it's very cool. I like it. I'm liking it a lot. There's that orange. Look at that. Now the next question then becomes, what am I going to do with the paint that's draining out of there? Now what I'm also noticing is when I look down in there, it's doing the separate thing, and there was no house paint in there, so here I am blaming the house paint, and I actually think it's my burnt sienna that's done that. Look at that. Huh. Interesting. What can I do with all that paint that's running out of there? That's my next question. Alright guys, I'll be back once I've come up with an idea. Okay, I'm not being very original. I've got my cardboard, which comes from the inside of a Hubbard's box, and I'm gonna slide that onto there. And I don't think there's that much left to come out actually. Everything that was gonna come out has come out already. So just do this where you guys can see it. There's some cool cells in there. And there's some gold. And put that into a bronze pendant. You're going to have something really pretty. And it also, when I look at it, oh, it's not focusing, there we go. Looks a bit like a tree trunk. What do you reckon? I might take some digitals of this and use that in that project I was talking about in a previous video. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this to dry. Ban the bugs. And yeah, let's see what shows up. Let's see what gets created. See you soon. Alright, well, it's dried. We have had a few little problems with this one, and partially caused by not being able to cover it. Partially that cracking that we were talking about in a previous video. But in this, as I said, with the sandiness of the brown, the cracking actually adds another texture layer to the painting. I'm not actually concerned about it. I'm sure this one will find a home. See, there's some cracking over there. Some interesting textures as well. And how does it get any better than this? I'm still learning. I've never painted in the winter, guys. I started painting in August last year. It was starting to warm up. So this is new for me. So any of you that paint in the deep dark reaches of countries, please let me know what your hints and tips are for, other than trying to keep them warm the whole time, because I'm really not into running the heating out here 24/7. But I like it. I think it'll look fantastic hanging on someone's wall, and looking forward to, you know, actually from here it looks almost like this is a head of some sort of dragon coming up out of the mist or something. I don't know. How's it get any better than this, guys? I'm really pleased with this, actually. And it's brown. How does it get any better than that? Yeah, over here there was quite a bit of cracking. And as I said, it just looks like it's part of the intended painting. So I'm not at all concerned about this one. I know that it will find a home and somebody will love it immensely. So what else is possible, guys? What magic can we choose? What can we create? And there will be an email going out in the next 24 hours to let you know about upcoming live event. Looking forward to playing with those of you that come on and join me for that. And what else is possible? What fun can we have? What fun can we be in all areas of our life? So I'm going to sign off. Have fun. I adore you. Bye-bye.